Welcome to part 2. The second very major thing Kenyans discovered in 2017 was actually another very shocking thing. Yeah. Now they say that every man has his price. Okay. They also say that in Kenya it is possible to buy anything. In fact, it's widely believed that in Kenya, if you have money, nothing will happen to you. Okay. You can murder somebody and get away with it, yeah, because you just buy your way out of the problem, okay? Which means that every Kenyan has a purchase price. Kenyans don't have principles. Hiyo nini? Principles ni nini? But in 2017, to my shock and to the shock of very many Kenyans, we discovered actually there's some Kenyans who cannot be purchased for any amount of money. The whole world stood up and suddenly paid attention to Kenya. Wow! In Kenya, there are people with principles. Other African countries started looking up to us. Yeah? Right across the continent, phrases like, why don't you do what the Kenyans did? Yeah? Why don't you have some principles for once, like the Kenyans? Yeah? Why don't you have independent judiciary like the Kenyans? For once, positive headlines were coming out of Kenya, and they're not coming from the track, yeah, from some athlete breaking some record in a marathon or in some other long distant event, yeah. No, for the first time, it was from a very unexpected source. The Supreme Court of Kenya made history by nullifying a presidential election. The third presidential election in the entire world and in the entire history of the world to be nullified. Even American politicians were heard to be saying, we have got something to learn from Kenyans. Now that statement, being referred to Kenyans, is a first in the history of the world. And that is why Chief Justice David Maraga is my man of the year. Yeah? Heck, he's my man of the century. As far as long-suffering Kenyans are concerned. A man with principles. A man who has painted the Kenyan in a completely new picture. A man who has inspired many other Kenyans and will continue to inspire many other Kenyans for many generations to come. But he was not the only one. Chief Justice Lenaola, Deputy Chief Justice Mwilu, yeah? Justice Smoking Wanjala. All heroes of the country, all heroes of Kenya. Now these three gentlemen and one lady have continued to inspire Kenyans because we have people in Kenya today who are saying no to electoral injustice and they are refusing to be purchased for any amount of money. Now we all know that after the nullification of those elections, the Jubilee political party went on a shopping spree. A shopping spree to purchase Kenyans. The result of that shopping spree is that we have had some very dramatic defections, yeah? And a lot of this has angered Kenyans, yes? And they've wondered, what's wrong with these people, yeah? And we've also had something else even more hilarious. Defections that there are some people, very prominent people, who have defected to Jubilee and then defected back, yeah? I'm of course talking about the immediate former Bomet governor, Bwana Isaac Ruto, yeah, but there are a few others. Anyway, even amid all these defections, there are people who have stood their ground. There are people who have been offered real money and they have said no. They have said, yes, I love money, but no, because I love my country more. Yes, many have said, God knows I need the money. But no, I'll stand by my principles. I will stand for my country. I will stand for a better Kenya. Bwana Maraga's really inspired very many Kenyans. And there's a lesson to be learned here. And the lesson is this. You can do something which you think is very small. Yeah, you do something which is within your power, within your small conclave, yeah. But it ends up having a very huge snowball effect, yeah, that affects so many other people, yeah, positively. I predict in the Standard 1 intake of the year 2023, there'll be very many small kids called Maraga. Others will even be called David Maraga. For the simple reason that parents admire greatness, yeah? And when you have your son, you know, you'd like them to be great. So what better way to make them great by naming them after a great person, a great Kenyan? Now, we all know that the election of the 26th of October, yeah, was not nullified. And there are very many Kenyans who are very angry at that. There are very many Kenyans who trashed the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice, David Maraga. But folks, let us be realistic. The judges were intimidated. Yeah? They were intimidated. And that should be very clear. Threats. You even have your personal car sprayed with bullets by unknown people. Yeah? We even had threats which are in the public domain. We shall revisit. What you guys did was a coup. Yeah? I think AG Githu Muigai should come out with another statement on treason. Yeah? And maybe should focus on the Supreme Court judges. Yeah? And the 8th of August ruling. And say, you know, these guys committed treason. Because a coup is treason. Yeah? It is more treason than somebody swearing themselves in. Yeah, that's Kenya for you. Double standards everywhere. Yeah? Here it is correct, here it is wrong. For this person it is okay, for that other person, never. Yeah, but one day, just one day, things will change in Kenya. And I have a very funny feeling that that one day is in the horizon. That one day will be very soon. Yeah, this was a great discovery for Kenyans in 2017. That actually there are people with principles, there are people with ideals, there are people who cannot be purchased for any amount of money on earth and even in outer space. Yeah? And these two shocking, amazing things that Kenyans discovered in 2017 mean that Kenya will never be the same again. These two aspects that Kenyans discovered in 2017, yeah, will impact the country for decades and decades to come. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.